Hi everybody, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. This is our reading for Aries in the month of December 2018. So let's see what the month's energies are for all Aries, Aries-centric people, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and even if you have 3 or more personal planets in Aries, you are Aries-centric. That's a stellium. So let's see what we have. Okay. Okay, let's see, month of December, what our cards have to say. Well, this is a nice card of victory for whatever has been going on in the last month or so. Maybe you've been through some trials. Whether it's been, for some of us, it's about quarrels, arguments, family spats. This is talking about a healing, a victory there for you. Some of you, it would be a communication you've been waiting to hear about a new job, or from a friend, a loved one, a family member. This is the communication you're waiting for because the swords are air. So that's your words, okay, your thoughts, communication. For any of us that have something else going on that you've been working on for a few months, this is the victory you've been waiting for. With the Ace of Swords, it's cutting through all of the difficulties that you've been experiencing. And this is clarity. It is for a lot of you too, like you're really clear now. You know exactly what you're going to do. Maybe you were a little garbled before, you know, with this mutable energy around there with the clouds. Maybe you didn't have a clear plan or focus and you're kind of convoluted. Now this is saying you really have the logical, methodical mind and the clarity and wherewithal to make a clean-cut decision or choice in the situation. But again, it's victorious. A lot of you maybe be having some reconciliations too with people that maybe you've had difficulties with, or even a situation that you've had difficulties with that you couldn't get the communication going. All right, now Mercury was retrograde in November. It's direct December 6th. So it could be all of those convoluted things that you were commiserating over with other people, lack of communication, miscommunication. You didn't get the text, the phone call, the email, whatever was going on. I really feel like this is going to be the clean-cut answers, and you're going to straighten all of that misunderstandings out with the person. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be great for everybody, that it's going to work out, but for whomever you're dealing with in this situation, for you, it's just what you needed to win this battle. For many times you're in a difficult situation with someone and communication is either lacking or, like I said, convoluted. This is like clearing the air with them. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go on perfectly with that person, but it could be just what you needed to get what you needed to say out clearly without all emotions and fiery words and hurtful things. And you don't want to be sarcastic because the swords could be very sharp and your words can slice like a razor. So be careful of the way you're speaking to people. And if people are taking that action or attitude with you, even with this card in this upright position, I really feel like it's just the thing that you needed. You know, sometimes when you get angry with a person, it gives you the impetus to end the situation. You don't want to get any revenge. You don't want to get any payback. You just say, I'm done with it. So instead of rebooting this situation in the same pattern with this person, place, or thing, just, you know what, delete it, get through it, and you'll be victorious. Whatever the outcome, you win in this situation by keeping a calm, cool head and by being the diplomat in this situation. Otherwise, the only other thing I'm feeling from this here is like, you know, here you have these two energies here. You know, I feel like this is like autumn and winter. So this is even going between the two hemispheres, you know. I really feel like something that you felt was dead or over or ended, I really feel like that with the evergreen there, there's still life there with this situation. It could be something with an individual, maybe a family member, a friend, a loved one, a job, that you had some communication and it wasn't what you thought it was. I really feel like it's going to turn around for you, and what you thought was dead really still is bearing fruit for you and will have some green attached to it. So this could be the communication you're waiting for about something more money in your life, a financial situation. It's definitely going to be blooming or blossoming when you thought it was dead. Okay, we have our Knight of Wands. Now, this could be one of our Aries cards because this is the Knight of Fire with Wands. And you know the Knights take action, right? And the Knights are a fiery energy because they're action. But this Knight is the Wands, so they are fire. And yeah, it could be also Leo and Sagittarius energy too. But with this, it's saying there's going to be a move for you. So some of you are moving from your apartment or your home, getting a new home, moving in your job, either moving up or something different within the constructs of your job, or actually leaving and going to another job. And some of you are even moving out of state for this. This is a very empowering situation for you. I have all this yellow here and orange. So I'm saying this is going to be a very creative and empowering endeavor for you. It's going to be a maturation for you, an evolution. You know, and here the little grill is up. So you're focused, you're steering ahead here. You know, you've got your wand straight forward. And it's not like you're charging into the situation impetuously, but you're just trotting along, taking your time, or a cant, or whatever they would call that gait in a horse, you know, and you're going forward and you're feeling very brave about this. So if it's a relationship that you've been working on, you're ready to move forward to the next step. For some of you, if you're in a relationship and you're married or you're looking to have a child, this is the ideas and talking about taking action for that, or if you're adopting or fostering. Even though with your health, though, you're going to feel more rejuvenated, more energetic. This is the time of abundance with Jupiter in its home sign of Sagittarius. So that is expanding on things in your life, but be very careful what you're expanding on. Is it your waistline? Is it your hips? Is it your thighs? You know, or is it your spirituality, your wisdom, the way you communicate with people? Are you being more truthful, honest, realistic, instead of lying, exaggerating, gossiping? So with this night, I really feel like it's going to be a lot of action for some of you. That is going to be a very spiritual journey for you. This is work in social situations as well. Maybe you're expanding on your circle of friends or leaving a circle of friends for a new one. You're raising your vibration for something higher, more wise. Now, if this is a person in your life, a male or female, they're between 18 and 35 to me, and they're coming into your life with inspiration, wisdom. They do have a lot of passion. So it could be even a relationship where you start to feel very alive again. You're fired up. This person sparks a fire within you, or you're the one who's doing this with this person. And again, you're feeling very empowered. Where other relationships maybe left you stale or lonely or heartbroken, this one has a flame that can build up. Now, it is the Knight. It's not like it's the King energy, but I do feel like it's charming, charismatic, very diplomatic, passion person. You know, they're bold and dynamic, and you're attracted to that in your life. Oh, okay. So here, the horned one in this deck, this would be the Devil card. So we know that it is talking about transformation and change for you this month. There's a lot of things going on with you, with communications, with your work and social situations, the people that are close to you in your life, and how you're communicating with people. But this here is some transformational energy. It's talking about you letting go and letting God deal with things that you have no control over. Well, like I said before, instead of hitting reboot, hit delete. This is definitely about ending the old ways. You shedding your skin. You becoming this new person. Then when people see you, they say there's something different about you. I don't understand what it is. You know, did you lose weight or cut your hair? It's just like you're a new you. You step out of that old vessel that you were in, like that shell of a person, and you're into this new life. It's like being reborn again. Typically, the card does talk about another deck's self-imposed limitations and freeing yourself from what you felt chained to. So if it's a bad relationship, someone who is toxic or abusive, it doesn't have to be a lover or a husband or wife. It could be a sibling or a parent, a relative, people at work, your boss, just anything in life where you felt that you could not break free or get free of this abusive, toxic, traumatic person or situation. This is about you actually freeing yourself or being free from it. And you realize what you've learned from the situation, because that person was there to activate something within you that maybe you were allowing for too long to be treated a certain way and talked to a certain way, and you're not going to do it anymore at this phase in your life. You know, it's about ending those patterns there, Aries. And we're usually very strong, dynamic people. And we look like we're hard, and exterior we're like tough and bold and aggressive. Yes, that is part of us. But we do have a tender, loving side. And when we love full throttle. But when that flame is flickering out, it can be rekindled and resparked. But once it's out, it's done. So whatever was going on in the last month or two, it's looking like you're ready to just get away from this situation. You say, I'm done with it. I'm ready for some transformation in my life. What it was in the past doesn't suit me anymore. And I allowed all these things to happen to me. I look to grow from this so that I won't let it happen again. That is a really being reborn. You know, freeing yourself from the chains that bound you. Even when people can be verbally abusive. You don't need that. Oh, look. We have strength. Now, strength is Leo, and that's a fellow fire sign. And you see the sign of the lion there. So it's saying whatever emotional stuff you were going through, you're riding to shore. So whatever's been going on, now, like I say, this is your thoughts and words communication. This is your inspiration, your energy, your passion. This is more like a transformational energy to get yourself regrounded. And this here with strength, it's saying you have more strength than you give yourself credit for. There is a reserved energy there that you don't realize the courage you have. This is being assertive and direct and getting what you want, because Leo is the 5th house of pleasure, love, passion, compassion. Yes, children, sex for fun or pleasure, travel, recreation, sports, but it's also about your heart center. And what are you creating that you love in your life? And with the 8, I like that it's grounding manifestation. So with this month's energy, you're working through emotions that have been very tumultuous and maybe obliterated some of your mental capacity, your energies, and your grounding stability. This is bringing it together and bringing it to shore. And Spirit's always there to guide you. And you know, that boar can rip people to shreds, you know, with its fangs. It's a very strong, powerful beast. But it represents Spirit here. And I like the white horse, that it's just rushing to shore. It's like a purification for you and starting something new, a cleansing for you. You're feeling very empowered here. And maybe you're taking back your power and getting your fire back, especially for Aryan-centric people. We don't like to be stifled or to be smothered. We need to burn and keep our energies at a level of expressing ourselves, whether it's through creativity, through love. Exercise is very good for us. You know, we love to just burn off the energy. We need a lot of sleep, most of us, because we do burn so brightly. All right, let's see, Aries. What do we have from the Enchanted Map as an added blessing for the month? Something that we want to offer Aries, dear God. Spirit, guides, angels. This one keeps looking at me. Let's see. Oh, I picked the wrong deck. Excuse me. I'm doing great here. I'm sorry, my phone pinged, and I think it threw me off there. Let's see, Aries. Ooh, these are just popping out. What do we have? Aries. Come on, Aries-centric people. Guidance, help, some information. What do we have? Ooh, rescue. I never got this one before. Number 16. Let's see what this says for number 16, rescue. All right. Okay, rescue says, you are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. This is asking for help isn't easy for many successful people, especially Aries and Aryan-centric people. We want to do it ourselves and control, right? And be strong. We don't want to show our vulnerable side. We think we're weak and we can be under attack, right? However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from Spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. I am an Aries sun, and this card is resonating with me right now, especially the things that have been happening in my life since, Uranus went into Taurus the day before. I mean, I don't even want to get into it. But it is about asking for help. And even if you can't ask someone in the physical, you can ask God, your angels, your guides, your higher self, whatever you believe in, universe, energy. And I like that the energy that's being burned off here is a rainbow. So there is an abundant blessing here. Things are kind of up in the air, even though it's like a solid mass of land, and it's floating, you know, so, and the water here is pouring out. So that's a cleansing for me. Life's flow, right? And then you go with the flow. So we have the earth and the water here, the air represented here, you know, and the fiery passion of what's burning off. So I really feel like it's saying to us this month, even as strong as we are, you don't have to worry about being perceived as a weak person. You can show your strength, dear Aries, in a sensible, assertive, and gentle way without always being so strong, you know, and ram tough. We can be delicate, like water flows and trickles delicately, but it can rage and erode, you know, life force. This card to me is representing all four elements, and we experience it in the physical world. So we do want to look at that right now and saying, where is it I need help in my life? About myself, the way I'm treating me and allowing others to treat me, or what I need. And don't be afraid to ask God or Spirit, your angels and guides, please help me right now. Through prayer or meditation, you'd be surprised at how you can get results when you do come from your heart and allow others to help you. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Believe me, it took many years to realize I don't have to be that tower of strength, which in the tarot, the tower is Mars energy, and that's our ruling planet. I can be gentle and frail. I can be loving. And my kindness is not to be mistaken for weakness. And my gullibility is not to be mistaken either, or vulnerability, not to be mistaken for gullibility. I am strong, I am empowered, and so are you, dear Aries. But there are times when the strongest person needs to show vulnerability, and there is a strength in being humbled and vulnerable that you will never experience when you're always being controlling and the need to do it yourself. Believe me, it's a very humbling and purifying experience when you allow others in to help you or ask for help. So I hope this helps you for the month of December. And if I don't get to talk to anybody for readings, if people are looking for a reading, I'm happy to help you. But if not, I wish everybody a beautiful Christmas and New Year's. And also if you celebrate Ramadan or Hanukkah or whatever else, Kwanzaa, I don't even know, whatever holy days you celebrate. If you don't celebrate any, have a great December. And as always, I wish you the best.